we're joined by County Commission Chairman Bill Pate. Bill, good to see you.
Good morning.
Well.
Good morning.
And I know you've been wearing this thing for a while, but I want to ask you about that. What is that all about? Why the sling?
It's just really a prop to make people feel sorry for me.
Is it working?
No, it isn't.
It's not working.
It's funny, last night we went to a meeting in Roanoke Rapids, and I got to speak for Wayne County, and I told them, I said, guys, I tell you what, I said, before any of you ask me anything about why I've got this thing on, I'm chairman this year, and being chairman is tough. And I got a kick out of that.
I'll bet.
No, it's just all the time caught up with me. I've had this problem with my shoulder going on probably 3-4 years.
Oh, really?
And I'm getting injections and that kind of thing. Yeah. And it was, the doctor finally said, son, you need to wake up and smell the coffee. It's time to do something with it. So, but I'm doing real well. I'm getting through my exercises, and I missed one commissioner's meeting, even though I was watching from home.
Okay. Good.
And,
Good.
You heard me say the other day
that you were. I heard
everybody needs to be speaking up on their mics.
And man, I really appreciate that because they're hard to hear sometimes.
It is hard to hear, and I told Borden Parker, especially him, because his voice is even softer than mine. It doesn't carry very well, and I couldn't understand a word he was saying. Of course, I told him, I said, you might have planned it that way. I don't know.
Well, he is an attorney, after all.
But that's the story of this. But I'm doing great, and just it'll take. I'll be wearing this thing through July though.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, twofold. One is you don't want somebody coming up and slapping you on the shoulder as your buddy, and secondly, just gravity of your arm would pull it back apart. Is what he told me.
How about that? You had some work done.
Yeah, I did. More than we thought.
Wow.
Let's put it that way.
Wow.
Hope you never have to go through it.
Well, I've been through it, but I never had to wear one
really?
that long.
Yeah. Well,
mine was minor.
Well, he told me when we first got started it was going to be a small rotator cuff tear, but it turned out to be a great deal more. He said, you'll have probably 2 to 3 holes in your shoulder. Well, I had 5.
Good grief.
So, anyway.
Well, mine was nowhere like that. I had, they thought mine was rotator cuff tear, but it turned out it wasn't. It was just, I just had a problem.
Yeah.
And they fixed it.
Well, it's like me, arthritis, bone spurs, torn bicep tendon.
But it has nothing to do with age.
No.
It's not a thing, okay?
You can run, but you can't hide from Father Time, though.
Stop it. All right, we've got a meeting coming up, the Wayne County Board of Commissioners meeting this coming Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's what, the 2nd?
It is the 2nd. It is on the 2nd.
So what are we going to be covering?
Actually, it's not that lengthy. That will be, that's why I mentioned to you earlier that we may line up and have the commissioners go out to the MRAC and take a look at it and tour it, because I think we're going to have some extra time.
Oh, that's great.
But we hadn't made a final decision on that. But we were talking about that last night on the way to our meeting. And by the way, on the way to the meeting last night, we had a district county commissioners thing last night in Roanoke Rapids, and we had to take some alternative roads to get there.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because 795 was closed right outside of Wilson.
Yeah. Because
of the flooding from all the rain that we've had.
Good grief.
And right before we started this, I was looking at Mail Powers' update on where we are, and then I'm afraid there's going to be some farmland that will be affected again.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, but it's those guys this will be the second time they've been hit in several months.
The day we recorded this, today is Thursday for us here, and we just went across the flood stage this morning.
Yeah.
Went over 18 feet.
Yeah, they're talking of going right at 24, as I understand.
It's going to be near 24, but it could go even higher. They don't want to go out too far.
Yeah, and I think just they've got to release some water out of the falls.
They do.
And but they're going to try to keep it where it does not go any higher than the 24 feet.
Yeah. Hope not.
But you probably need to talk. I don't need to be talking about this. It needs to be Mel that's talking about it, because he's in the know. I'm just reading the updates.
I can't get Mel in here. He's always running out measuring things. Measuring water.
He's a busy guy.
He is a very busy guy.
But going to our meeting, like I say, I think it's going to be a relatively short meeting. We got information technology folks coming in. They got a special recognition, and we'll just save that for then, because we don't want to give it away.
No, we don't want to give that away.
We've got a bunch of budget amendments because we're getting toward the end of the year, and Allison's cleaning up all the accounting procedures.
Yeah.
Nothing. It's accounting.
Yeah.
And that's why when I went to business school, after I took my 2 courses of accounting, 3 I had to take, I said, I ain't gonna do this for the rest of my life. And I'm glad we got people like Allison and
I know.
her staff that love doing that, because I wouldn't do it for
They
them.
do. I know it's tough. Accounting is tough. I took some accounting classes.
Well, they do a great job over there, and they've received all kinds of awards. So we want them doing it and not me. Let's put it that way. And then we've got a motion to add another road into the secondary system, another subdivision.
Okay.
And so, then we got going into new business. We'll be approving some health department policies. The second thing we're going to have under new business, we'll have a presentation by Doug McGrath for Wings of Wayne event.
Wings of Wayne
event, and this is not to be confused with what's going on at the base of, Wings Over Wayne.
Right.
This is an event that's going to be taking place downtown. It's put together by a veterans group.
Oh boy! Okay.
And I didn't know anything about it, and Vic Miller and Bill Graham, I'm gonna get on them because they should have known. But I missed their last couple of meetings because I was out with my shoulder. So, but I think there's gonna be some cooking downtown. There's gonna be a motorcycle ride.
Ooh,
and,
okay.
All that kind of. You might want to get on.
I might want to get in on it.
You might. And nextly, we'll have a proclamation for the Mental Health Month in Wayne County. I'm sure there'll be someone who'll be coming over to do that.
Yeah.
And we will have an update on the debris clearance grants. We got some money that we received to clean up some streams.
Oh. Okay.
And I don't know whether George will cover that or whether Mel will come over and talk about it. But I can't remember the amount of money, but it's right much money.
Okay.
And a lot of the flooding may well be attributed to a lot of the trees and that kind of thing that are down in some of our major streams, and we need to try to get that cleaned up. And then we'll be talking about a motion to approve UNC Healthcare as our service provider, if I can get that out, for our wellness screening. So we're starting our wellness screenings beginning the next fiscal year to try to help hold down our health cost. And as you and I have talked the last few meetings, then how that's exploding, and we're hoping this will help get us a better insurance rate going forward.
The healthier we are, the better our insurance rate.
Yeah, because we live, let's face it, I'm just as bad as anybody. The meals that I eat, the barbecue and all that.
Oh yeah.
And we just don't look after ourselves like we should. Been on the hospital board, I've learned a lot more too about how Wayne County is overweight, and diabetes is just one of our biggest problems we have in Wayne County.
It is.
And this should help if people will listen and do as they're, I'm gonna say instructed or advised, might be a better term.
Yeah,
then
okay.
we'll all do better. If we just do a few things for ourselves, then we'll be
You're
healthier.
right. It doesn't take much.
And we all got to work together to get these insurance rates down because it's in everybody's pocket.
And you mentioned that, and I don't know how many people watching know this, but the county's employee insurance just went up.
That's right.
Considerable.
And this is tied in with that.
Yeah.
And we talked about it last year when it went up really more than this year. Yeah. And but this year we got it in place, and I'm looking forward for that to being a success.
Excellent. Okay.
And let's see, here's another Allison thing. Is an accounting thing.
An accounting thing.
We have to adopt an ordinance establishing a capital project fund for the Meadow Lane and Edgewood School project.
Oh yeah.
The accountants say it has to be in a certain line as opposed to where it is. And I'll try not to explain it any further because I really don't understand.
I wouldn't understand it anyway.
But it's just money moving from one place to the other. It has to be separate in the accounting system from where we had it.
Okay.
And that's going to be about it. I told you it's going to be a relatively short meeting.
Well, that's good.
But you never know.
You never know. You never know. And maybe this will, if it is a short meeting, this will give the commissioners an opportunity to go out to the Maxwell Regional Agricultural and Convention Center.
We need to go out there and take a look, because it's, for those of you who haven't been out there, you need to take a look.
Ooh.
Ride by and see, since they put that steel up front for the lobby,
yeah,
it's really taking shape, and you can see that's going to be a glamour shot coming in from the new bypass.
It sure is.
And I offered it up last night at our meeting in Roanoke Rapids for the NCACC to have a convention there, or there are meetings there. And I said, we'd love for you to come to Wayne County and eat some barbecue here and spend your money here.
Well, now, where was this meeting held last night?
It was in Roanoke Rapids.
At a convention center.
Well, we were right next to the Randy Parton Theater. I think I don't know what it's called now.
Well,
we were at a hotel that was right behind us where the meeting
I think they're calling it "Please Buy Me Because I'm Going Broke." That's what they're calling it now.
Well, hopefully we're we didn't build anything like that.
No,
that they built.
That was handled entirely wrong.
Well, I'm not going to criticize because
Right.
you know, but
I'm not the first one to say
let's
that.
put it this way: they suffered enough.
They,
They really,
Yes, they
they
have.
really have.
no, I'll tell you, we have a show place, and when it's completed, we should be drawing people from all over Eastern North Carolina.
And you got to remember too, you know, with Kevin and the other agencies out there, this is the other part of it is, you know, going to be operating 8 to 5 Monday through Friday.
Exactly.
So there'll always be something going on out there.
Constantly.
And to follow up later, so people won't forget, we do have plans to put a farmers market on the backside of the building out there.
That is exciting. A farmer's market
That's correct.
right there. Oh, man.
And that'll be a separate contract, but it's not that expensive, and comparatively to the other part of the facility, of course.
Right.
But other than that, let's just hope and pray that we don't get too much flooding, and I really, you know, I worry about our farming community because they've taken such a hit.
And some of the farmers have already tried or had to move some of their early plants from greenhouses to a higher location.
That's what I heard. I heard that yesterday. Matter of fact, I saw you out front of the Wayne Center yesterday.
Yeah.
I rode by and you were doing an interview with
Jessica.
Yeah, Jessica.
Yeah.
So I figured that's what you were doing over
We were talking about several different things.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we're doing. But I hope the floodwaters do not go too high. We've already got some road closures in the area, so.
Yeah, when we left to go to Roanoke Rapids last night, we went down to. We already found out we couldn't get to Wilson.
Yeah.
Because it was closed there at 264 and that area there, 40, 43, whatever it was. So we decided we'd go to Kinley. So we went out on 70 Clarence Ridge Road, and I said, we don't need to get on this road coming back.
No, not on Clarence
Because
Road.
I'm telling you, the water was getting higher the whole time. You could see it.
Oh, man.
But even though when we came back on the bypass, and I saw a car going down, so I guess maybe it didn't flood, but I'd rather not have been in it, on it.
No point taking a chance.
But we made it back safely.
Glad you did. All right. Commissioner Bill Pate is chairman of our Wayne County Board of Commissioners, and we've been talking about the upcoming meeting on May 2nd. And everyone is invited to attend. Everything begins at 8 o'clock with a briefing, and then the regular meeting itself will begin at 9 o'clock. We're on the 4th floor of the Wayne County Courthouse. Hope you're able to attend. And if you're not able to attend, it will be shown live on the internet. All you have to do is go to our waynegov.com website, and there's a link on that page that will take you directly to the Wayne County Board of Commissioners meeting. Otherwise, it'll be shown later in the week.
That's right.
Thank you very much,
Thank you,
Bill.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Enjoy it.